Hello, everybody, and welcome back once again for the Springtime Mania Free-For-All Tournament 3rd Edition. We are here for the last time for this weekend. Gonna be seeing this awesome quarterfinals map pool showcase. What all of these players are going to be playing next weekend, as long as they weren't knocked out. We got 24 players coming back next weekend for some more fights to the death. And I will be commentating this map pool showcase, joined by map pool selector extraordinaire Giller Metziat. How's it going?
Hi, wow, what's up? It's going awesome. I'm excited to show you guys this map pool. I think it turned out okay.
I'm excited to see this map pool. I'm fascinated by what I see from it.
That's good. That's very good.
Maybe somewhat lacking in the SV department, but maybe also not. I don't know.
We're gonna see about that. Last round SV picks were pretty hard, so
well, I wasn't really talking about difficulty. It's just doesn't seem like there's a lot of SV in this, at least in
that makes
to what
sense,
I expect. But we got the first map coming up. Scatman John, Scatman. So this is a map by Gekido. It is Tech Jack and Consistency. 3 minutes and 20 seconds in drain time, 136 BPM, 4.28 stars, and an OD of 9.3. So good luck getting good accuracy on this chart.
Lot is already complaining about the
OD. So we got our first Gekido map in the pools outside of the Chick Habit that was used in qualifiers. And looks like this is going to be pretty awkward in terms of just snapping, given how sporadic the Scatman John lyrics kind of tend to be. Okay. Nice background, dude. I love that background.
Yes, that's a really good background. Very fitting for this song. Goofy background for Goofy song. Goofy map as well.
Yeah. But so I think it's safe to say that this is going to be pretty heavy in the polyrhythm department, but also just general awkward snappings, which might throw a lot of players off and cause a lot of people to get pretty poor accuracy overall, just, you know, by the nature of it, especially with OD 9.3 just telling you, yeah, no, don't get good accuracy on this.
Yeah, there we go. First polys right there. You can see a one-handed trill with 1/6 snapping, and the other hand has 1/4 snapping. It's an easier kind of polyrhythming, but it's still polyrhythm nonetheless. And you can see it's a lot of jump checking, accompanied by some 1/6 bursts here.
Why should we be pleasing any politician reasons who would try to cheat the seasons if they could? The state of the condition insults my intuition, and it only makes me crazy and hard like wood. Everybody stutters one way or the other.
Got some pretty, not too difficult jack patterns. They are a little bit fast. 136, not something to shake a stick at, but with pretty simple patterns, it really shouldn't be too much of a problem for a lot of the players. And coming back into these one-handed trill polyrhythms.
As we can see, Lotus is destroying this. The 99.87. So he's definitely still very comfortable with this. Oh, Gekido dropping there. That player cannot even play his own map. Come on.
Wow, bad player.
Wow.
But this almost a 99.9. Okay.
Okay.
Please give me a chance when I face you.
That's true. You're playing versus him later on.
It depends how the tournament goes, but yeah, there's a chance for us to face in semifinals. Okay, I'll deal with it. It's gonna be a fun match, I hope.
99.9.
What a legendary ratio. Gekido missing again. Bad player.
He was actually very angry that he was playing versus Lotus here, because he didn't want to get destroyed. Poor guy.
Where's the scat man?
Another stream here. This ending has a little bit of LNs here and there. Nothing very prominent though.
Got some more dumpy patterns than the one-handed trill,
Yeah.
but still not really too difficult. Going back to the one-handed trills again, though. Those one-handed trill patterns fun, given that they're the most repeated pattern in this entire map.
And there we have it. That's the end of this one.
Beep-bop-bip-bop-bo. Okay. And we should be moving on to pick number 2 very shortly.
Yeah. Our pick number 2 is a shoegazer map.
Oh, we got Token
And
East
you guessed
coming
it,
back.
you guessed it, it's underrated.
Wow.
Everything Will Freeze by Undead Corporation.
Yeah,
Named difficulty named Calamity. What were you gonna say?
I really love Osu Standard. I'm glad you put a standard map in the
Anyway, this is the jump stream speed pick. 3 minutes and 13 drain time, 240 BPM, 4.45 stars, and a NOTI of 8.5.
240 BPM, that's pretty fast.
Yeah, but the jump streams are normally pretty light, as you're gonna see pretty soon.
Looks like it's also filled with some pretty bursty types of jump stream, but still not something that these players should be really worried too much about.
And you can see lots of 1-4 triplets here, 1-4 triplets, accompanied by jump stream bursts.
Got the classic implied anchors from normal shoegazer patterns that could throw people off.
Yeah.
They tend to be pretty difficult to hit in comparison to like just general jump stream patterns, but even so, it's still rather light, so not too much to worry about.
Yeah, the thing about shoegazer maps is that they're really hard if you don't have the speed, but if you do have the speed for them, they're really easy to hack. Most of the time. I mean, here we have a few.
Oh no, this looks
mini
like
LNs
elemental creation. No, don't do this to me, man. I can see a lot of people just getting really terrible accuracy on those short LNs, not knowing that they're there.
I know. I absolutely am sure that people are gonna complain so much about that. And here we have basically a repetition of what the song was so far.
I'm interested to see how the solo carries out. Because like I said, I do actually play standard, and I've played some of the lower difficulties of the ranked version of this song. And the solo is easily the hardest part of the map in general. So I'll be interested to see if that has some sort of spike.
More mini LNs.
These are just so mean on Scorby 2.
The fact that they are 240 BPM 1/4s makes them not that mean, honestly. If you just step them, you're reasonably safe.
Yeah, I mean, they could have been 1/8, and then no one would be able to hit them, so...
Here we go for the solo. Solo is way less dense than you would think, and has more LNs as well. Nothing too prominent though.
It definitely throw a lot of people off, especially if they're not comfortable with LN reading. Lotus with another break right there, though.
Yeah. He broke on the vice part right after. More mini LNs.
So mean, dude.
But as you can see, jump stream rarely ever goes past 1/1 jumps there. It's normally very light in general.
I think it's just like the choruses being accented by some dense jump stream just kind of keeps you on your toes, but also isn't too difficult to work with.
Closest score.
All right.
Typical Rice player.
Nice. All right, but we should be going into pick number 3 out of 14 for this quarterfinals map pool. And it's going to be on the FM by great mapper Razzie, except it's labeled as Raspberry in-game because this was back when she had that name. But this is going to be the first LN-based pick of the pool. And it is littered with 1/6 and 1/3 patterns.
Yeah, in my opinion, this is one of the harder to act LN maps. Though the releases aren't too hard, it's just the rhythms that can trip players up.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty short too, only 1 minute and 41 seconds in drain time with a BPM of 200 and a star rating of 4.49 and OD7, so it's a little bit lenient in terms of letting you keep your accuracy on the long note releases, but definitely could be still nicer. But like I said, with the 1/3 and 1/6, it's going to be pretty complicated to at least get good accuracy, especially with people who aren't as comfortable on them. So it is important to note that there are large portions of the map that are just straight up 1/4. So it's just like specific spots that are going to be important to note.
Yeah, the part after the first Pretty Girls part is the one where you have the more waltzy LN section with more 1/3s, and that's why you need to pay a bit more attention because those will have very dense inverse bursts, as you're gonna see shortly.
And here we go, got some of those 1/3 rhythms with inverse thrown in to boot. Just
And here we go.
Not being friendly. Oh yeah,
Lots of
some
inverse.
nasty inverse. Coupled with the 1/3 snapping is just going to be super aggravating for anyone who's not strong at LNs. Or not particularly strong at LNs at least.
Yeah. And now we're going to have basically a repetition of the section before this one.
Oh, Gekido missing. Bad player. So it's already over. Wow, that was a fast match.
Yeah, it's fast.
Yeah. But that was an interesting map. First LM map of the pool, and we'll be getting into the first SV map of the pool.
Yeah,
made
the first
by,
SV.
Made by
Also made by
a familiar creator, huh?
Yeah. Jeff Allen feat Noel LeBlanc and Naoko Takamoto for session. This, if I remember correctly, this is from another rhythm game. I cannot really remember which one it's from now.
Looks like it's from Amplitude according to the metadata.
Yeah, makes sense. So this one has 3 minutes and 41 seconds drain time at 136 BPM. It's 3.38 stars, OD8, HP8. And as you're going to see, this whole map is based on a gimmick of speed ups and slowdowns and slight stutters.
Starts off with pretty simple patterning. No SVs quite yet, but that will likely change very soon.
Right there. Already seen some very rough stutters.
A lot of really awkward SVs just built to throw the player off guard and, you know, give them something to really misread. It's gonna really take a lot of, you know, ignoring snappings, at least visually, to, you know, get this map down.
Lots of distance manipulation here. This is basically a groundhog or galvanized but harder version. As you can see, it's lots of slowdowns going back to faster scroll speed and slowly decreasing the SV, which will make players hit very early. And then the speed ups right after, which will force players to hit late if they're not familiar with the SVs.
Like playing with you.
Yeah.
Those mini jacks are actually really mean too. Like
they are in the
LN
middle of the
being held
SVs.
down.
Yeah, in the middle of the LNs and the SVs. Yep.
Something interesting about this pool I've noticed is that there's a lot of repeat mappers. I think there's 3 different people with more than one map in this pool.
Yeah.
One of them being
Good
Razzie,
mappers
of
are-
course.
Good mappers aren't very abundant in this game, sadly. We have this one rule that we try our best to not let any mappers have more than 2 maps for the map pool.
I mean, it makes sense.
And again
These
with the speed ups there,
yeah.
yeah. And now lots of stutters here right at the end. These are mean. You just need to really know the song and Lotus failing.
Well, I mean, I think that's less knowing the song and just knowing the rhythm behind it.
Yeah,
Because
knowing
the rhythm repeats itself.
It's a loop of a simpler rhythm, so it's easier than it looks. Really.
Yeah. But with that being over, that's the first SV pick. We're going to number 5 out of the pool. And we got another pretty interesting mapper. We got Electon coming in, who is in the chat. I've been seeing him talking. UF sequencer, negative 273.15, freezing maelstrom, Ray, the difficulty cryo. This is basically a consistency pick. 3 minutes and 15 seconds in drain time, 189 BPM, 4.59 stars, OD8, HP8, and it's pretty easy compared to a lot of the maps that are in this pool. Also, fun fact: if anyone didn't know this, negative 273.15 degrees Celsius is absolute 0. So obviously, we're going to be seeing some freezes in here. Nothing's moving. I'm just kidding. Don't take my word for that.
I mean, the density of this is pretty constant. So I guess frozen density. Anyway,
it's a crime not making the difficulty name of this absolute 0.
I mean, cryo is basically a term for really cold.
It is. But
anyway, this map is pretty easy compared to the rest of the pool, and actually, it's also comparable to Soraro days in the round of 16. We decided to take this approach because we thought that Soraro was a bit too hard for the round of 16 pool and wanted to step on the brake a little bit for consistency picks.
Yeah, I think it's pretty interesting or pretty noteworthy that the patterns are a bit harder through this dense jump stream section, a bit more difficult to get good accuracy on. Obviously, Lotus doesn't want to listen to me there, still getting 99.98, but trust me, this is a little bit harder to accuracy than Soraro days.
It does get a little denser as well. You're gonna see.
Oh yeah, we got some. These are actually notably tough tough to get good accuracy on, especially if you're not properly coordinating yourself.
Yes.
Double jumps are just like really odd. They're super awkward to hit. Lothus, 99.99. Okay, he's back down to 99.98, but Kekido having a miss there doesn't really matter. Oh, back to 99.99.
It's funny that we're saying how hard and awkward those up patterns are to hit, and then we have Lotus here. I mean, I don't care, man. Let me get my 99.99. There we go, back to me.
He's just going back and forth. But yeah, it's a pretty consistent amount of difficulty overall, so it might be actually a go-to pick for people like Lotus who are just ultra consistent at this kind of stuff.
Yeah. And here we have another section of jump streams. This one goes up until the ending, if I remember correctly.
Then we got more of these doubles coming in, but not phasing Lotus, obviously. It's gonna be like fucking 30 regular 300s. Absolutely ridiculous.
This is gonna be really, really low in the count.
Nine. 33!
33! Ah!
Oh my god. That is almost
Question mark!
100. Oh my god.
Question mark? Take no stop.
How do you do that?
Oh my god. Oh shit. Sorry, pardon me.
Get banned. This map is getting banned against Lothus. Haha.
Yeah. Anyway, now we're going here to our 6th pick of the pool. It's a map made by Vortex. Oster Project, Ebony and Ivory. Difficulty name, Cute Things. It's more of a technical LN pick here. Very short song as well, 1 minute and 38 train time at 170 BPM. 4.34 stars and OD8 HP8.
Actually, if I'm not wrong, this was mapped for Mama Chacha, the third.
Yeah, it was.
Fourth?
Yeah,
fourth.
The 4th one. Yes.
But we got background, I guess, has like this is like Milk's background where it's all white except something in the
yeah, that's blocked by the playfield, sadly. Anyway, the map starts off already pretty rough here with some tricky LN patterns. And now we have a few jacks. 2 core jacks here, carjacking burst. Now adding some LN density to this map. A few inverse LN bursts. These throws are pretty tricky considering their transition goes already into LNs. The guy could dropping right there. And now we have this kind of pattern is hard. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Some LN streaming here, just like arcade boosters. And now we go into dance jam stream.
Yeah, this is important to note that this is only 1 minute and 38 seconds, so drops mean a lot in terms of score.
Yeah. Yes. Now we have just some slow jam here that caught Lotus off guard.
Oh, that trill on slow jam is just gonna be so hard to get right.
Yeah. Back to the normal speed here. And now we go right into the final section of the song already. Again with some inverse LNs.
These are such interesting patterns.
Yeah, I like them a lot.
Wow, I'm super interested in playing this.
This burst can trip everyone up right there.
There's like a gap. There's like a gap.
Yeah.
In the burst. But that is it for map number 6 in this pool, and we got a familiar guy who mapped number 7. He hasn't shown up in this pool yet, but he might be talking right now. So once it gets shown, here we go. Map number 7 is going to be Pyramid Dolphin Talk, mapped by myself. It is the LN consistency pick, quote unquote. It's 3 minutes and 10 seconds in drain time with at only 110 BPM, 4.37 stars, and OD6. The first comment is everyone saw this coming, and I don't know how many people actually knew about this chart in general, but it's a pretty... It's an LN chart. It's an LN chart. This is an LN chart. Basically, what we're going to be seeing is a lot of pretty release-heavy LN-type patterns, but they aren't too hard to get good releases on. But there will also be specific inclusions of 1/12 staccato notes, which are going to be really, really annoying for a lot of people to get good accuracy on, especially on Scorview 2, and especially with the extended long notes all around a lot of the staccatos. But the beginning of this map really isn't too bad in terms of LN patternings. It's a lot of what you have to really worry about has to do with mini jag patterns that are thrown in here. Though it just sort of slowly introduces the idea of these hands with slowly extended LNs, which are going to be pretty much prevalent through the entire chart. So if you don't like those, you just have to get used to them or ban this. But as you can see, there are a lot of staccato notes on top of these just really extended releases, just right out of the gate. Not going to be very fun for a lot of players. This transition right here is so weird, because you'll see what happens. Haha, look at those extended releases. But mini jacks right into that quad, we're going to be seeing the same kinds of ideas, just everything being extended even more. But can't forget the staccatos. It'll be something that players who are good at coordinating their fingers and with pretty strong finger independence are going to choose.
Yeah.
It's just going to be like pretty risky for anyone who really can't hold on to that kind of stuff.
Oh, Lotus apparently lagged.
What?
Oh, never mind. I lagged, not him. Sorry about that. Anyway, yeah, I think those releases are really mean, those mini LNs. I tried playing this before. This was actually suggested to be on the round of 16 by Gekido, and I was like, what the heck, dude?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, exactly. This was almost the LN consistency for round of 16.
And transitioning into this last quarter, we're going to be seeing pretty similar ideas as we've had. Almost like that first chorus, but just with some... And then it'll transition into what is exactly the same as the first chorus. And that'll be the chart.
I really like this song.
Oh, the song's so good. Why I'm after you.
Of course. Lotus is doing really well, as always.
But, yep, that is going to be it for Dolphin Talk, the LN consistency chart for the quarterfinals. We're going to be going on to pick number 8.
Yeah, pick number 8 is a map made by Whitey. So you guys can already guess what this is going to be. As soon as it shows up here. EZFG Glucagon. This is one of Whitey's Jack maps, so this is going to be a Jack-based pick. It's 3 minutes and 16 seconds drain time and 137 BPM. The star rating of this is 5.06 star, and it has OD 8.5 as well as HV 8.5.
Looks like this is going to be a pretty anchory type map with more extended jacks than a lot of people are comfortable with. 3 and 4 note jacks throughout this are going to probably throw a lot of people off.
Yeah, the first
already being at 137 BPM is just really fast, actually.
Yeah. Right here. This is the first part with those really long anchors. It has a few trills as well. Okay, very occasional trills right there. Now getting a little bit calmer, mapping the vocals as mini jacks here. Some jump jacks coming in. And as we go into the chorus here, we're gonna see a lot of jump jacks with pretty tricky patterns and repetitive as well. These jacks always follow this same pattern of where you need to hit one note and then jump with the same hand, which can throw lots of players off.
Oh yeah, those do.
It does that a lot here. It does both that and then jumping and hitting one note afterwards with the same hand. As you can see, those patterns that Whitey put here do that a lot with the players. Very occasional hands. And a few jump through bursts too, which is what boosts up the star rating of this song. And here we go into the main melody again, but changed keys. Not a lot of difference in the patterns, but we're gonna see a very dense part of the map coming up right now. Very, very dense score jacking here.
Yeah, we got a lot of inclusion of hands, which we really didn't see throughout the rest of the chart, and also some interesting mini jack-esque jump trills to the long notes.
Yeah.
Which could definitely throw a lot of people off, especially if they're too used to just, going straight at the jacks. Just automatically release that last LN.
Yeah, yep. And here we have a small break up to our last chorus of the song. Again with those jump jacks. At this point, we're just really testing the stamina of the players here. Lots of denser jump through bursts. Those are really mean. And again, another anchored jacking section just to finish the song off. And yeah, this is it for this map. Finishing here with a lighter jump stream, and this is it.
That is number 8 going into map number 9 now. Another map where we've already seen in this map. People, can you guess who it is? It's Electon, as Walter is spoiling in the chat.
Get wrecked.
God! Alright, it is W. Cherenkov Radiation, fluorescent difficulty. It is going to be a tech and jump stream speed pick, 2 minutes and 4 seconds in drain, 1.5 BPM, and 5.74 stars. Okay. Sounds overrated to me for quarterfinals.
It's because there's a long jump through. That's why.
Ah, yes, jump trill Yes, I love jump trills. So
Yes.
this is going to be basically testing jump stream speed and density, the ability for the players to handle density. It is by far the densest pick in the pool, and it's pretty much going to be starting off with these hot Stepmania LNs that no one likes, not in this game anyways. They're really hard to get good accuracy on, but once we get out of that, we'll be just some bursts, some dense jump stream, a bit of techie just patterns in general.
Yeah. Lots of jump jacks followed by dense jump stream bursts here, and a lot of rolly bursts at 1/8. This is definitely one of the maps for the speedier players. And this is what makes the map overrated.
Wow, nice. Transitioning from that jump trill into the jump stream could definitely, just like it did to Lothus there, throw you off a lot.
Yeah. Another really long jump trill. Worth noting that this map has also lots of 1/8 rolls that are really fast at 237 BPM, so
Last stretch of this map going to be going into a section of pretty tough jump stream patterns, but it's going to be straight jump stream just carrying you into the end. Walter, I swear, if you try to spoil this next map, I swear to God. But we will be going into pick number 10.
Yeah, pick number 10 has a really long name. Mainly because of the artists, really. It's a T-Deck map. It's made by Taro Labo and this one other artist that has literally 5 names, 6 names, for whatever reason. Yeah. And this is one Japanese name that can be translated to Earth Tower Devotion. This is the final tower difficulty. It has 2 minutes and 19 seconds of drain time at 94 BPM. It's 4.64 stars. It has OD 8.5 and HP 8.8. And as you're going to see very shortly, this map is no joke.
Got some speed.
Yep.
And if anyone was wondering, just because it's a T-Deck map, there's not speed or not SV in this map, I don't think.
Yeah, there isn't. Finally a T-Deck map with no SVs, wow.
Wow. Aha,
And there we have our first burst, yep. The start of the map isn't all that hard. It has just a few 112 for note bursts here. After this, we're going straight into our first bursty section. Right here. Very dense.
They're pretty rolly patterns currently, though. There are some weird one-handed trill type patterns, too.
Yeah.
Starting to get a little bit worse. Keeping the streaming going for longer periods of time now.
Yep. That's the thing about this song. This whole map. It has streams and varying speeds that go really fast to kind of slow, and that's very hard to transition from. It's always switching between 1/8s and 1/12s, and sometimes very short bursts of 1/16s.
You also have to really be comfortable with switching directions with the rolls. Like,
Yep.
a lot of them are pretty comfortable patterns, but having to switch back and forth between left to right and right to left rolls can be pretty challenging, especially if you're uncomfortable doing one specific type of roll.
Yeah, that's very true. And here we go into another burst section, a little bit easier than the first one. But after this, we're going to have some holy rhythms coming up. You see, we have some jacks right now. And then for the ending, we have an unpleasant surprise for the players. Here we go. 1/8 jump stream with some 1/12 jacks here, which can definitely trip players up. And finishing up with this.
What? Nice finish.
Thanks, C-Deck.
But we got pick number 11 now coming in. And I heard you guys like LN and also really bad difficulty names. We got some Homarju Rocket, not the ranked one, thank God. It's by Mage. Difficulty name, another, because people who make LN charts don't know how to make difficulty names. Anyways, charts an LN map. I don't think I have to say that. 1 minute 57 in drain time, 170 BPM, 4.74 stars, OD8, HP8. Doesn't start off with
Yeah,
two LNs. Mostly just Rice at the start, but you'll see pretty soon that.
In my opinion, this whole map is a lot of fun.
Song's really
A lot
fun
of fun
too.
to play. Getting into the LN part here very soon.
Oh, what?
Oh yeah.
This is like regular streaming, just kind of like delayed releases.
Yep,
I think
that's
there are
exactly
gonna
what
be
this
people
map is.
that like have less problems playing it and more problems just reading through it.
That's
'Cause
true.
It's not quite inverse, but they're also extended enough to the point where they can be hard to read. Oh,
Yeah.
these are not nice LNs.
Now we're going straight up to our break here, which doesn't have patterns that you can play around with. You need to pay attention to what you're doing here, not to break the LNs. Now going to complete inverse.
I want to see this ending because there's a bit of a change in the musical relevancy in terms, or not relevancy.
Yeah.
There's a bit change in musical structure that I'm interested to see how it's handled.
It gets a little denser, you're gonna see.
Oh, it looks pretty similar, but yeah, I can definitely. They're extended further in a lot of cases.
You're gonna see right now.
Which I actually really enjoyed. Oh, I love this so much. I really like this chart.
It's a really good chart.
Yeah, that's the LN chart. But we got our SV pick number 2 coming back. Once we get that coming in, I really love this next chart too.
This is our pick number 12 right here. Sakura Burst Anti-Crystal, map made by Cool, difficulty name Dusk. This is the SV pick, and you know, it's not only SV, it has a few tech patterns right before that.
Yeah, the really, really fast bursts. They are not a joke to hit.
Yeah.
But what you'll notice through a lot of this map is that the first not a whole lot to do with SVs. It's really the second half where you have to worry about learning the general idea.
Yeah, this map is probably one of the more tiring ones to learn as well, because you know you have to go through the whole first half before getting to the SVs of this, which is the meat of the map, in fact.
Yeah, but luckily for a lot of people who really don't like pricing SV charts, it really isn't too hard to learn them. It's generally got Sorry, it's got consistent snappings between the notes and the SV portion of it. So it really shouldn't be too bad to learn in general, but still definitely not something you want to sight read because it will throw you for a loop every time if you don't know what's going to happen.
That is very true. And here we go right into the tacky part.
Shout
and
out
this is what
to quill bursts. These are so uncomfortable.
This is what makes this map not exactly a viable pick for the people that only play this for the SVs, because it's too risky due to this part right here. They can end up falling behind too much and not catch up on the SVs versus against a player that's faster but that hasn't really practiced the SVs. You see?
Yeah, someone asking if this is Acorn in chat. No, these are harder bursts than Acorn. I made those bursts nice in Acorn. Trust me. These bursts are not at all pleasant to play.
As we say this, we're going here, inching closer and closer to the SV part. And as you're going to notice, all of these notes are snapped on either 1/1s or 1/2s.
No, yeah, it's pretty easy to like get the, as long as you like know that none of them are going to be like 1/8 notes.
Yeah,
you'll be able to at least predict them somewhat well, but you still need to play this.
You still need to practice a lot, yes. And this is really hard. This part here fools everybody.
Oh yeah, Quill's like known for messing with the snapping and like the distance between notes.
Yeah.
So it's not surprising to see stuff like that. I really like the teleport effect on those pop sounds. I don't know.
Same. I love them too.
But that is it for pick number 12. We're going to be going into pick number 13 once we see it. And this is going to be the last free mod choice of the pool. I'm sorry, Gil. I get this one.
I love this one.
Don't even know the map. But it's going to be the Ghost of 3.13. She's haunting me. Here's that third mapper that we haven't said has 2 maps in the pool. Guess what? It's Shoegazer. No one saw that coming. I promise. As is often the case with the Ghost of 3.13 maps, it is pretty techy. 2 minutes 11 seconds, 250 BPM, and another underrated map by Shoegazer. Who could have possibly guessed? 4.07 stars and OD 8.8.
Here we go.
OD 8.
You're gonna love this.
I know I'm gonna love this. Here we go. 250 BPM is nothing to scratch at either. Got some fast bursts, I'd assume, coming in with like nasty mini jags, if anything. But
it's funny because this is probably one of the more stamina intensive maps, and it's only 2 minutes long. So you see what's going on in the map right now, Toe?
Yeah, there's pretty anchory type patterns, but there's also a lot of flams that if you try too hard to accuracy them, you will lose stamina so fast.
Yeah. Now think that this is going to last until the very end of the song.
Dude, I love Ghost of 3.13.
Like when you're playing this song, you're thinking I must be close to the end, and then you look and you're not
Dude,
even halfway.
That's how I feel about Sissicite. That is the exact feeling I have toward that map. It's only 1 minute and 59 seconds, but it's so long.
Yep, this is basically the same thing here. Occasional lens, occasional bursts, occasional grace notes, and lots of broken jump stream is what you get on this one, non-stop. Just now reaching the last quarter of the song, and it already seems like we've been here for like 5 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much anchory type patterns as you might expect from a techie chart by Shoegazer, but you know, it's just something you've got to hope you're able to stay consistent. I mean, if you're not comfortable with some of these patterns, there are like 80 million different places you can drop.
Yep, exactly. This is the thing with this song. And we're finally here, coming to an end. What is the score by Lotus, though? Wow.
Lotus God. Nice V1 double.
This ratio, V1 double ass. Oh my god, this guy. Anyway, now that we're done with all the free mod picks here, no mod picks, I mean, we're going finally to our tiebreaker of this pool. It's Ruby, my dear, Dreaming Tree. It's a map made by Trouble. Lucid difficulty.
Trouble hype.
Hype.
Trouble's a great mapper. Well,
yeah, I like him.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Pretty good.
So this map has 6 minutes and 13 seconds drain time. It's at 200 BPM and it's 4.65 stars star rating. And it's at OD9, so very common intro, as expected of a long song, and as expected of a tiebreaker. Ruby Magier makes good music. I like him. This intro is also pretty long, so players can get bored here, which is a sad thing, and I'm sorry for that. Oh, Lotus missing here.
Lotus.
Yeah, that's one of the things that can happen with intros that are like this. You know, players can just space out and just when they notice they missed. That happens a lot to me. Here we go to the more technical stuff here.
Oh, those mini jigs.
Yeah.
Nice.
This is one of the tiebreakers that is much more technical than the other tiebreakers so far.
Structure so far reminds me a little bit of C70 or CO. No. 7CO. Sorry. That's
yeah, that other tiebreaker. Yep. That was made by Pope and some other players. I think Halogen and I don't remember the third member.
Halogen and Billiam Moto.
Yep, Billiam Moto. Yes.
But yeah, some pretty awkward bursts with some LM play just thrown in the middle of it can definitely be pretty awkward for a lot of players. And because transitioning in and out of like, particularly with tech and LMs, transitioning between both of those as well as just other patterns in general can be really tough to do. And in the case of tech, when you're like focusing so much on making sure you don't miss mini jacks, you tend to like be a little bit jumpy with your fingers. So when there's LMs right there, you just let go of them automatically without even like realizing it.
That's very true. That's the thing that happens a lot, and that's something that players definitely need to take care about here. Take care of, I mean. Lots of flams, lots of race notes, lots of mini jacks, broken gem stream, mini lens. It's really all over the place. I have a small break. Here we go. This is one of the harder parts of the map right here, in my opinion. Where it ramps up a lot in the density of these mini jacks in the end of the jump rules. And the bursts as well, not helping not helping too much when you want to keep accuracy and combo.
Some transitioning out of that section with the pretty tough LN releases, but another calm section coming up right here. So shortly we'll be following into the next relatively tough section. Some pretty awkward bursts with those LNs right there adding on to it.
This one focuses more on constant stuff. A little bit more at least. Less mini jacks, more bursts, and denser jump stream in general. That outro can trip players up very much.
What I've noticed a lot with this map is that there's like a lot of just flam type patterns, which similar to what we saw in the previous map, the She's Haunting Me, it sort of like is really hard on your stamina if you are trying too hard to get accuracy on them.
Yeah.
Though in a case of a tiebreaker, a lot of times that's really not the best idea, but this one also adds on the fact that really long. So you just needing to conserve your stamina is just key for this map.
And here we go into this ending. There's nothing too interesting going on anymore. Just a few slower patterns here, bringing the song to an end.
Nice 6-200 play, one miss. Okay.
Yeah, that was a good.
Awesome. That's crazy. That's awesome. All right. But that is going to be the end of the quarterfinals map pool showcase. Now, coming to an end, we are done for the weekend. We will be coming back next weekend to showcase all of the matches that will be happening for quarterfinals. There are going to be, well, actually, something interesting to note is that obviously winner's bracket is only going to be one match, but for anyone already in the loser's bracket, they will have to play through 2 matches next weekend if they are to win the first one. So gotta make sure that they are capable of holding up their hand strength through both days if you are in that position. Now, also on top of that, there are a lot of loser's bracket matches. I believe there's 4 winners bracket, and then
I think
there's also like
12 losers bracket,
4, 6, something. Yeah, something like that. I don't know, but that will all happen next weekend. Schedules for this will be out at some point soon, probably within the next day or so. And other than that, I don't think there's much left to say. Anything you have left?
All I have to say is just good luck to the players that are still in the tournament. Hope you guys liked the pool, and we'll see you around, really.
Yeah, we'll have a unfortunate loss of players in this tournament next week with, I believe, hold on, let me do the, we have 12 players, I believe, getting knocked out next weekend in preparation for semifinals, and we'll get to see who the unlucky 12 are. But with that, I believe that is all we are going to say for the weekend. Good luck to all the players, and hope to see you around for the matches coming up next weekend.